We're doing
like
the
a
Final
second
Fantasy
late.
II Errant playthrough.
You're like a second late. Like your fans are like, "That's it. He's not coming on. I'm
That's
out
the
of here."
last straw.
That's why your views are always so low, like while you're live, because you're late, like by 1 second.
Yep, we're live.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Hang on, I gotta pull up your video and turn off the sound.
Let's see. We didn't go over this news because we got distracted by something, but this is pretty much it. Oh, and I saw this news about Nobuo. You didn't turn off the sound yet, Tim. There you go.
Yes, I did.
Final Fantasy bans. Final Fantasy 14 bans over 5,000 players for using real money in game. So apparently you can't use real money in game. Me and Tim talked about this. We don't know if Tim agrees with it. I don't know. I don't know that I do, but whatever, they said you couldn't. I wonder how many users are there of Final Fantasy 14 that they can ban 5,000 of them.
Like 5,050.
Yes.
The server just like crashed, and now they're like, well, I guess we need those people back.
This was due to violating the rules surrounding real money trading and other illicit activities that undermine the in-game economy. Why don't we worry about undermining the real economy before we do the in-game economy and throw the balance out of whack?
I don't think that it's like I was saying, I don't think it's unethical to do it. Like if someone gets some rare item, and because that's the thing, they make items that you can't. Well, I don't know about this game. I'm thinking about World of Warcraft, right? They make certain items that if you're the one that picks it up, it automatically links to you, where you can't share it with anyone else. And they also make it so, like in your party, it's kind of a grab and take. Like you don't really, people like they don't communicate very well and coordinate who gets what treasure, right? And if you go in there, you're spending like 3 hours on a dungeon sometimes, and you have to do it with a big party. You can't just go and do it by yourself, no matter how experienced you are. And still, it's just a grab or a crapshoot, whatever they call it, that with what you get out of the raid, because you have other people that hog the trophies and treasures. Well, if you're going to be someone that's not able to get those rare items, why not let the person pay for it on eBay or something, as long as it's not ridiculous, if it's something they want that much.
So I went back to math class and figured out the percentage. Let's see. So times 100 would be the actual percentage. Move the zero. So it's 25 1,000ths of a percent of the players. I can still hear myself in your head.
It's live, whatever you're hearing.
Yes, I know.
It's just yeah. Well, yeah. I have to be able to hear you, or else we can't have a conversation.
Oh, that's why you put headphones on, Tim.
Yeah, I just bought them. I got them in today.
We'll plug them into the computer.
Well, they're like wireless, and I hadn't like.
Oh no!
And I just got done filming my thing, and I haven't had time to play with them.
If you plug them in, they'll start working immediately, Tim. I promise you.
Yeah, but I had to charge them first, and then I have a thing to plug in. I have my little wireless thing
20 million.
That plugs in separately.
Well, at least turn it down or something, because I can hear myself echoing really.
Calm down. I'll see if they work. Don't hump.
Final Fantasy composer Nobuo Uematsu may have written his last full soundtrack.
Oh no!
He's like, I'm only writing half soundtracks from now on. Before speaking to Mobile Syrup, whatever that is. What the crap is Mobile Syrup? Remember when we used to get our news from Fox instead of Mobile Syrup? Sakaguchi revealed this might be Uematsu's last full scored game, saying, before we approached him to do work on Fantasian, what the crap is Fantasian? He was going through some health issues, and there was concerns that he was going to be able to compose everything, or if it was even possible for him to work on this. I think he kind of hinted that Fantasian might be his last game that he does from end to end in terms of scoring an entire soundtrack. So
wait, pause. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear this?
Hear what?
Or do you hear this?
Yes, I can hear your drum.
No, you hear this one?
Yes.
but you don't hear this.
The Final Fantasy community is very happy that they get to test your new microphone, Tim.
No, I don't know if you're okay. Here, let's do this.
No,
Is
Tim,
it
let's not.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm
so for one thing,
Can you
what's
still hear me? Can you still
Fantasian?
hear me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Like normal?
Oh, Fantasian must be that like thing where they're doing.
Oh, I hate you.
It's that new GRPG. Yeah, that's right. Which isn't
You
a
want
Final
me to
Fantasy
join
thing.
your channel and give you someone to talk to, but you won't let me troubleshoot my device to talk to you through.
But I was correct, even though I made that joke that he might still be composing. He's just not gonna go from beginning to end. That's interesting. I didn't know he composed every single song in certain franchises, though.
Hey, don't forget your Superman Final Fantasy.
Nubo Yumatsu. How old is Nubo Yumatsu? Nobuo Yumatsu. He's not that old. 61. Come on, he's got at least and he's Japanese. He's got like another 60 years to live.
Wow, that's racist.
It's also true, Tim.
You gotta tell him that, but when you finish that, you gotta give him the Superman Final Fantasy news.
This doesn't necessarily mean he'll just not be retiring just yet. Sakaguchi confirmed Yumatsu has given it all his all for Fantasia, which is nice. I don't know that I care that much. We'll see.
It's just until they. It's just like John Williams saying, "I'm done making Star Wars."
Yeah, until the next one comes out. Okay, so yeah. So point. I'm really worried, Tim, that now that they got rid of point one, what was it, 125 1,000ths? Yeah, 1/4 of 1,000th of their users in Final Fantasy 14, that the whole thing's gonna collapse now. Anyways, jumping into Final Fantasy 2. We were having good conversations yesterday after the stream about Final Fantasies, Tim. Do you remember what we were talking about?
You gotta share the Final Fantasy cameo in Superman.
No, I don't care about Superman. I do care a little bit about Zack Snyder, but even then. Okay, so we figured out that we lost our huge magic user. We got to go talk to Sid so he can fly us to
What the heck did we talk about yesterday?
probably one of these lands to get that special fire that allows us to destroy the dreadnought. And that's where we're at. And we got goblins who are giving us money. So this overworld is, I was mentioning this. Hey, Lake Titicaca. I was mentioning this before, Tim.
That's a funny name. It's like two funny words in one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how old we get, does it, Tim?
Hang on, I can't hear you now.
I said it doesn't matter how old we get, does it, Tim? We'll still have potty jokes and laugh at them.
Are you there?
Yeah? I can hear you. I guess I can't hear you anymore. If you're talking now, we can't. No, I can hear you. Rustling around in the background. Well, we gotta go to Poft. Do we really want... Let's walk around, though. Alright, fine. 32 gil. Oh, we should have bought some mithril stuff. Oh, he doesn't automatically take us. That's right.
Oh, there you are.
That's right. Well, now I can hear myself, though, Tim.
Well, I'm sorry. I told you to let me troubleshoot for just a second. Be like, no, we gotta go on with the news.
I gotta figure out where the mithril weapons are. I think they're only in... Well, they're in the town with Sid, aren't they? Let's see. I would like to talk to the mithril weapon dealer, please. Yep, here we go. Ooh, I don't have a mithril sword yet. Mithril bow, I could... Oh, I'm just okay. I gotta go out and grind because I gotta get that mithril sword, Tim. This money is wearing a hole in my pocket. Did I even talk to half these people? Why is their village destroyed? Oh, the dreadnought attacked them. Oh, that sucks. Oh crap. Alright, not so funny anymore. Well, then why are you walking around if you're not gonna make it? Go home and get healed, man. Go to the church. It's free.
Alright, you can hear me now, right?
Yep.
So I can't see your stream. Yeah, maybe my internet froze or something.
Wait, were all those 2,000? No. It's 200. Well, let me check my stream. Make sure it's actually working.
Says it's buffering. I just
It's
checked my
working.
internet.
It's fine.
Okay, well I have a little loading screen.
Well, the speed of light is really slow, Tim.
Well, the same speed of light gives me YouTube.
$30 gal. Oh man, this is a terrible place to grind. Give me some real enemies, please. Let's find a good place to grind. This deep into the game, though, I'm still grinding for money, Tim. Got a feeling I'm going to be grinding for money in this game a lot. Without this, without the secret leveling up by killing yourself trick, which I think it's more of a trick than a hack. This
It's
game
a
would
hack,
be a
Lance.
really
It's not a
grindy.
trick.
No,
What's
it's
your
not a hack
distinction
because
between-
it's
What's your distinction between a trick and a hack?
a hack is if you like modify the game somehow. Like my speed thing, that's more of a hack. Because that's outside of the game, I'm doing something to the game. The trick is,
Okay.
it's the same as like, okay, you know those like action games where if you stand in a certain corner or something like that, the enemy can't get you.
Yes.
That's not a hack. And that's
Well,
actually
when
a
I
pretty
think of a
common
hack,
thing.
I don't think of like a outside cheat kind of thing. A hack is, I'm thinking like a household hack, like I don't know, stupid things like putting a wooden spoon on top of your boiling water pot so it'll like dissolve the bubbles, even though that doesn't work. But stuff like that, that's like a life hack.
Okay.
When I think of you doing that, I think of that kind of a hack, not like a programming hack. You're not
Well, but
rewriting
this is
the
a
game
program.
I know, you're working the rules of the program. It's just like finding a good grinding spot.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
only going to step back and forth between these two trees because it has the highest population of
You
ogres.
and you call that a hack?
No, that's
Yeah.
not a hack. That's a tactic.
Well, this is a tactic.
That's fine.
It's a tactic.
Have I said you're doing anything wrong?
The
Not
difference
once.
is this is probably something the original like creators of the game did not necessarily
Anticipate.
yeah.
Okay, let's do this. I'm going to look up the definition of a hack.
You say potato. Does anybody say potato, by the way?
No.
Like I've never met anyone in my entire life that says potato. So
Or tomato.
yeah. Like maybe we just don't spend enough on the East Coast, enough time on the East Coast or something.
All right, to hack. To cut, notch, slice, chop, or sever. with
Oh
any
well, the entire game's a
heavy
hack.
or irregular blow. Or 2, to break up the surface of. Nope. Or a verb. To make rough cuts or notches dealing cutting blows. Nope. To... Oh wait, there's more in the middle here. Hang on. Why wouldn't it show all of them? I had to
So
click
you're
the
gonna
button
love
to
this
predict
game,
it.
Tim. You and Dari, because you guys love grinding.
Yeah, but I already started grinding this. I'm not impressed. Okay, computers. To modify a computer program or electronic device or write a program for example, in a skillful or clever way. Or to circumvent security or break in too often with malicious intent. Okay, well, that's not it. Okay, here we go. Informal, to make use of a tip, trick, or efficient method of doing or managing something. To hack a classic
There you
recipe
go.
or to hack
That's
your
what you're
weekend.
talking about. So
But
if it's
trick
that
is in the
definition,
definition, yeah.
if it's in
hacking.
that definition, then it's a hack. If it's the one previous
Computers
to that, then
one.
it's not.
Yeah. So those are A and B to the category of a computers in the hack definitions.
Yeah, I don't think this is a computer hack. I do think this is life hack.
That's what I'm saying. I think when I think of certain grinding spots or standing in the corner where they can't get you and you can just hold down the A button and it'll just continue to kill. Like in Contra, finding a certain spot where you can shoot
exactly.
2 directions and infinite guys come. That's a hack. It's a trick.
And you had you tape down your controller and come back 4 hours later.
Yeah, then you have 99 men. Exactly.
Okay, now I got my sword. Yeah, that should be enough to sleep in the inn and get a sword.
Is it really like that much money?
Yeah, like, well.
So how do you like that? Do you think that's a plus, or is that kind of a monotonous pain for the game?
You like what? The inn thing?
The economy of the inn, yeah.
I think that I understand it on a game level, and I think it's cool. I don't understand it. Oh crap, we can't hack anymore like we used to be able to because...
Your men are too strong and you kill each other one blow.
No, not only that, but like our healer guy just left the party.
So you can do it for like one fight and then go back to the inn.
Yeah, exactly. Which is fine.
Now finish what you're saying. Because this is the concept of the game. Do you think that adds to
I think as a game element, it's fun, but as like story-wise, it makes absolutely no sense at all. You don't go into an inn in real life or a motel or a hotel and they're like, well, let me do a physical examination of you, and then I'll decide how much to charge you.
Let's say, like in the olden days, right? Like the Good Samaritan. He takes the broken up man to the inn. He says, I'll come back and pay for his hospital bill or whatever. So
you're saying that I'm spending weeks in the inn instead of days, depending on how much help?
You can look at it that way. And they're healing you, and it costs more money to heal you of a lot more mortal wounds.
Well, if they're going to do that, and I think that would be cool, but if they're going to do that, then they should create a time system that tells you like how many days you've spent.
How long your trip has been.
Yeah.
Couldn't that be the case?
That would break the story then, because it'd be like, oh, save my people before tomorrow, and then it's like 3 months later.
Yeah. So this is what you could do, because the game usually has a running gameplay time going on your subscreen. What you could do is have an in-game time where however many times you spent in the inn, or how many inches of different terrains you went on, like if you're walking around a forest, that's like a little more time. With like 50 steps in a forest is like 1 day, you know what I mean? As opposed to 50 steps in the forest is like, or on the fields is like half a day. If you're in a swamp, that's like 3 days or whatever. And then on your subscreen, it'll say your in-game journey has been this long. It's like Lord of the Rings, right? You go through the story, which is just chapter by chapter, here's what's going on. But when you actually look at the chronology, it took them like months to get through that adventure.
Wow, that almost doubled the strength of my sword. That's awesome.
What, your mithril sword?
Eventually we'll get enough money to get a mithril bow. Yeah, normally in a Final Fantasy, and I guess I shouldn't say this because this was long before any of the Final Fantasies I played, which I call normal. You got mithril towards the end of the game to make Excalibur, right? Or make some kind of like awesome sword.
It's towards the end, yeah.
In this, it's actually fairly close to the beginning of the game when you get mithril.
Can I tell you what I hate? Because of how OCD I am.
I'm sure you will.
The game. Yeah. I don't have to. I'll just sit here and let you just ramble about your gameplay.
But... Tam, what do you hate?
I was gonna say, it drives me nuts. And I think of Final Fantasy, whatever, American 2 and 3, even 1. when you like let's say you have Cecil right at the beginning of whatever one that is. Which one is it? Let's
Which one is what?
Cecil. Cecil.
Yeah, that's 4.
So when you begin 4, you have like your shadow armor, right? And you have like the black sword or whatever it is.
Cause you're evil.
Yes, that's cool. But like when you start getting into a new area where you're gonna start getting like a different type of armor, like you start with like your shadow armor, and then you later on you're gonna get your black armor. You start getting new pieces. I hate that you don't have like a helmet and a shield and your sword that all match whatever the definition is, because you're trying to acquire the whole set. You know what I mean? And then by the time you get like your all your armor, then you start getting something else, or you have a special sword. Which special swords are cool.
Yay, we can go to Casion.
Different named swords, but like in some games, like you're collecting mithril stuff, and then but your mithril, you don't have a mithril helmet, you have like a mirror helmet or something special, and it just doesn't match. It makes me frustrated.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with 6, is like in my one party, like, again, and it goes back to like I like having people that are only magic users and they can only use certain types of magic, and instead of like everybody can use any magic spell.
Right.
Because in 6 you get some people that like just don't seem to match the magic user. Like what's the name of the guy who's Owain and his wife died?
Owain. The ninja?
Oh, I'm getting in the wrong shit. Here we go to Casion. Hey Tim, are you enjoying those chips? Because the stream sure is.
I'm opening one. I'm just grabbing the bag. I haven't had one yet. Who are you talking about? Which one? Who's away? In what town? Or which was the character look?
He's the one who lives in the castle, and his wife and kid got poisoned by General Leo.
Oh, you're talking Mr. Vance and Melanie?
No. No. He gets
that's
on
Stratus?
the Phantom train.
Shadow.
No. Yes, Shadow does sometimes. The Sunfire is burning. Well, ask it about itself.
Oh, you're talking about Cyan.
Yeah.
The swordman knight.
Well, what am I supposed to do to get this flame?
I don't know, but I want to know what the rest of your story is.
Do I memorize it? Do I item it? Maybe I have to get... Did she give me like a torch or something?
I'm not even looking at your
What the heck am I supposed to put it in? Nothing happened. Well, I just burnt my pass up. What is that ring? I wonder if I can put it in that ring. Okay, well, obviously we need to get something to put that Sunfire in. What? Can't remember if balloons give us a lot of gil or not. I wonder if gil was... Is this the first game to actually use gil? I think it is. The door is locked.
Yeah, because it was gold in the first game.
Well, I don't have a key. Is there a way to sort my items? There we go. Pass. Nothing happened. Okay, well here we are at Casion, where we're supposed to be. Found Sunfire, can't do jack squat with it.
Hang on, so you can hear me right now, right?
Yeah?
And you can hear me right now?
Yep.
Equally the same?
What?
You can hear me like the same level of volume?
Yeah, no, not exactly the same.
Because I'm pushing the mute button, the light comes on. I don't understand why you're unmuted if you can hear me.
Is there some switch I was supposed to push that I should have been paying attention to? Probably. Ooh, a floating skull. That's new. Let's see what it does. We like zombies because they give us money. It dies! Ooh, it gives us lots of money though. That's good, because we need money. Okay. Well, I got the feeling we're not supposed to be here yet. And now the only way to get back to... Oh, there's a village down here. I think. Zombie. Maybe that garlic does something to zombies. That wasn't very much money. Oh. It's a chocobo field. Yeah, it is. It actually is a chocobo forest. Ah, this is the first time we have chocobos. And only these kind of chocobos. No white
Can you ride them?
chocobos.
They didn't have white chocobos till Final Fantasy like 5.
You caught a chocobo. It puts it outside the forest. Yeah! I'm chocobo riding. I wonder if I like permanently have him. Here, I'll go and drop him off. How do we get off from him? Oh, nope, he goes back to the forest. So don't just go getting off him willy-nilly. Stay tuned for other tips. I can't hear you if you're talking, Tim. Well, I mean...
There, see? So you hear me now.
Yeah,
So this whole time it was my Blue Yeti that you could pick up.
okay. I'll sleep better at night.
I'm saying it's not my speaker from my headphone. That's why the mute button wasn't working. Interesting.
Okay, well, obviously we're supposed to go back. Try to figure out why.
Did he run
Can't
back to
use
the
some
shelter
fire.
after you jumped off of him?
Yeah, he does. Goodbye, Chocobo! Okay, well, we need to grind before we go back into Belvsk, or whatever it's called. And then we'll call it a day. Her magic is getting stronger. That's good. Fortunately, we can only hit ourselves once. I don't know. We can try to use Cure on Paul. We can... might as well just see if it cures him. He's too fast. How is her magic, though? She's up to 32, which isn't great. One guy was up to like 300. Yeah, stop doing that, Tim. I will permaban you.
Oh no! I'm just baffled by this.
Go back to Altair. Maybe the princess can figure out how to destroy the dreadnought. Yeah, I did, and she told me to. Ah, the dreadnought headed towards Poft. Now we know. Fortunately, we don't have. Wait, no, that's where we made it. Where the heck is it? Oh yeah, it blew up Poft. Not to be
You
considered.
blew up Hoth?
Yeah, not to be confused with Hoth. Poft. Did we get all the spells we wanted? We didn't get any of these. Oh, we wanted Asuna. Asuna Matada. Get it, Tim?
Yeah, I get it. You're hilarious.
Silent scroll. I wonder if silence. And this is what is Basuna compared to Esuna? We'll have to get both of them. So we do have spells we need, and we have weapons we need. So, you've got to grind, grind, grind on that grindstone. What's that from, Tim?
It's Mary Poppins.
You're amazing, Tim!
Let's try a play I haven't seen.
Okay, if we get goblins, we have to attack them because they have money. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. And any last words, Tim?
No, thanks for being able to hear me for half of this.
And we will save here and see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.